Derrick Rose, the former three-time All-Star and MVP of the NBA, is still without a job this summer. So, where is he going to end up? Well, that's what we're going to discuss today. Hey guys, I'm Polish Boy, and today's video is 5 potential landing spots for Derrick Rose. The first landing spot I would want to talk about are the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, don't get me wrong, the future of the LA Lakers clearly revolves around Lonzo Ball, but it's been seen so far throughout this offseason that Magic Johnson is looking for a veteran guard to help Lonzo in his rookie campaign. They were already going after Rajon Rondo before he signed with the New Orleans Pelicans, so the clear next choice would be Derrick Rose. The LA Lakers can also offer the most amount of money out of all these potential teams, so if Derrick Rose is looking for the biggest payday, then he definitely should be looking to sign with the LA Lakers. The next team I would like to mention is the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, they are rumored to be very interested in Derrick Rose to potentially salvage the very quiet offseason they've had so far, as they've only been able to bring in Jose Calderon and Jeff Green. Now, this is the complete opposite of the LA Lakers situation. The Cavs can offer far less money, but if Derrick Rose is interested in winning next year, then Cleveland is definitely the destination he will go to. Now, a potential season where Derrick Rose is on a championship level team and plays a key part in that, and I think Derrick Rose can still play a key part in that, maybe coming off the bench, playing 5 minutes a game, he could potentially get that bigger pay raise next season. The next team and the current frontrunners for Derrick Rose are the Milwaukee Bucks. They had a meeting on July 3rd, and apparently there was mutual interest from both sides. However, a second meeting still hasn't happened. But it's a good fit if he does go to the Milwaukee Bucks. Currently, the Bucks have a very great young core with Chris Middleton, Jabari Parker if he can recover from injury, and obviously Giannis Antetokounmpo. But at the guard position, they're kind of missing some depth. They have Matthew Dellavedova and Rookie of the Year Malcolm Brogdon, but besides that, they don't have much going on. So Derrick Rose would fit into that team perfectly and maybe take the Milwaukee Bucks to the next level, maybe to the second round of the playoffs next year. The fourth team I'd like to mention is the New York Knicks. Now, Derrick Rose, what he was hoping for last year is to have a big year in New York, put up some big numbers, and as he saw last year with the cap going up, he was hoping to get a big pay raise this year. Well, Derrick Rose's inconsistent play led to him not getting much money at all. So, he's kind of running out of options on today's market. And if these deals don't open up and they're not willing to give him the money and he doesn't like any other situation out there, he might be forced to return to the New York Knicks. The final team I would like to mention are the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves had a great offseason. I've said this in so many of my videos and I'm going to keep saying it. They've built a contender this year, and I can't wait until I make my Western Conference predictions to show you guys how much I believe in the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, that's another team Derrick Rose could go to if he's looking to contend. He also goes into a situation where he can play with his former coach in Chicago, Tom Thibodeau, and 2 of his former teammates, with Taj Gibson and Jimmy Butler both being a part of that roster. So it's a very familiar situation for him, and it allows him to win now and be in a situation that with the coach that took him to that MVP / all-star level standard. So maybe he can recapture that form if he goes to Minnesota. However, the Minnesota Timberwolves currently have no money to offer to Derrick Rose, as they've handed out contracts to Jamal Crawford and Jeff Teague recently. But it is still possible for the T-Wolves to sign him if they're able to shred the contract of Cole Aldrich, as he's owed over $7.5 million over the next 2 seasons. Both the next 2 seasons. So somehow if they can get rid of that contract, Derrick Rose could become a T-Wolf and definitely could help with being that backup point guard to Jeff Teague, and definitely turns them into a much better team next year. So I'd like to say that to conclude this video is that Derrick Rose is clearly no longer of the standard that he was when he won his MVP. But I still believe Derrick Rose is a borderline starter in today's NBA. I think he could clearly put up around 18, 19 points per game and 6 assists. So I currently think he's being extremely undervalued on today's market after seeing some of the other incredible contracts that have gone out. So what I hope for Derrick Rose is for him to next year to be healthy, to go to a team that can contend. That's what I would want him to go to, and for him to be a key contributor to their success so that he can get paid next year and maybe eventually can reach some of the form that he had in the past. Thank you guys for listening. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video, and see you guys again later.